Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I'm gonna try go through a ton of crypto news in the shortest amount of time. So if you enjoy this type of stuff, make sure you press that like button. And guys, clench your butt cheeks together because it's about to be a wild ride. Bitcoin to USDT, strong supports and resistance ahead after a new all-time high. So one thing that everybody should understand is that the most logical path forward for Bitcoin is up. You guys all know how market cycles work, and specifically when people start getting excited, people are kind of getting optimistic. That's usually not when people have the craziest risk perspective and just go ape nuts buying everything they can. That hasn't happened just quite yet. Right now we're basically in one of the earliest phases, yet as you will know, and you will see, there are a couple of things which can happen, which is, for example, a small correction. Here you can see the trend. We right now bounced back from the trend. We actually came back down to retest a little bit. Retesting, however, is good as long as the general line is upwards, which it still is. Then on the XRP and ADA pairs, I've been sharing you guys updates for so freaking long. Now, on ADA, one of the most interesting things I've noticed is that every chart is pretty significantly different, by the way, because the one I was using on my phone is the Binance one, which actually looks a lot more converging than the Bitfinex one. If you look at it right now, it looks a lot better in terms of convergence and a lot less outlier-y, basically. But you can clearly see that some bigger move for ADA is about to happen. We don't know exactly when, but it's just coming closer and closer and closer and closer to a breakout towards either side. I'm not exactly sure which side is going to be, but the moment it happens, I'll be over on Bybit trading this crypto. There's a link down below where you can get $3,500 worth of bonuses for free over on Bybit, which you can trade with, so go ahead and check it out. Then President Buhari to launch e-Naira on Monday the 25th. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about this one. Nigeria's CBDC could launch tomorrow. Did we get some notice? Not really, but it shall be activated tomorrow apparently, and I'm not exactly sure what this is going to mean for people either. I'm a little bit shooketh, a little bit surprised that it came out so quickly, so I guess we'll see tomorrow how it's going to roll out and exactly what the functionalities are. It's going to be interesting, but apparently it's also going to be kind of seamless. So let us wait and let us see, I guess, because I'm a little bit confused about that one, to be honest with you. They report 26.4% of Australian crypto owners hold Cardano, while Dogecoin remains US's bet. And when I actually saw this article for the first time, I saw some comments, and people were basically calling those guys stupid. The Australian Information Service provider regularly surveys more than 40,000 individuals across 22 countries to analyze crypto adoption rates and investor demographics. And to me, this is all not really important, except for one comment that one of you guys placed on the video that I recently posted when we also covered this. And that person said, whenever you look at the percentages, basically, you start to understand just how early we are. And yes, guys, that's really the truth. If you really look at how little people actually know about crypto, it is insane. It is completely insane how little people know about cryptocurrency, or at least how little own it for that matter. Then we covered this one already, but Australia is basically looking at Ripple with a very big thumbs up. A lot of you guys were a little bit confused about that one in the comment section. I noticed. I saw some very nice comments, and I saw some people say that it's not really true. Well, my opinion on the matter is Australia's new regulatory approach for cryptos is based upon Ripple. There's no real bad way to see that, except if you're thinking that Ripple is a big scam company and XRP is bad, this, that. But hey, haters gotta have something to hate, no? Elon Musk is going a little bit crazy over on Twitter with the Dogecoin tweets and the Shiba Inu tweets. I don't want to show them too much to you guys, but basically, a lot of people are making these statements about Elon. For example, that he's part of the Dogecoin Foundation, this, that. So, for example, Misha Bohr here said, Ross made an important note about advisors and the Dogecoin Foundation. For example, Jared Burchell represents Elon Musk, but as all his advisors, he has no direct voting rights. This guarantees the foundation stays independent while taking advantage of the expertise of shibes like Elon. And Elon said, neither Jared nor me nor anyone I know has anything to do with this foundation. And then Misha Bohr said, hello, Elon, we are confused. I'm a little bit confused, but I don't think these things are smart to put up on the interwebs, if you ask me. Then again, Mr. Shibatoshi Nakamoto came out on Twitter, the Dogecoin man, to say, Twitter is essentially a big advertising board mixed with complaining. And Elon said plus crypto scams, which is a little bit funny because a couple of people said, oh, Elon calling crypto a scam now? No. I think he's just making a point out of all those freaking impersonations, man, because that's freaking annoying over on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube for that matter too. Guys, I will never tell you to text a number. I will never DM you first unless we have basically discussed something already in a very public and open manner. But the comment section, no. If there's anything in the comment section on YouTube or anything on Telegram personally or anything on Instagram, also note this. I am most likely not going to follow you. Why? It's not because I don't want to, guys. Don't get me wrong. But it's mostly because it creates this anticipation of, oh, maybe he just followed me now. Maybe he's going to text me this. It just makes the line a little bit confusing. If we talked, for example, I met you here and we talked, I'll gladly follow you. But otherwise, people will have this anticipation of maybe it's him, maybe it's not. They won't know. They don't know where the line is. And more people will get scammed this way. So I'm being a little bit cautious with all of that just to save, I guess, some people from losing their money. I still get a scam like comment of people saying they've been scammed basically maybe twice a week or so. So be careful with this stuff, guys. Now, Anthony Pompliano just shared this. Satoshi taught an entire generation to think long term. I actually agree with him, funny enough. I agree that right now the mentality changed a little bit more long term rather than short term because of this entire Bitcoin debacle. Now, altcoins, I guess, are kind of the counter example because people think really, really short term and cannot even wait a freaking couple of months for example, XP to go times 10, which is funny to me. Then again, the general idea is more long term because otherwise people would be really, I guess, betting more with their crypto rather than just hodling it on. But the hodl mentality has become a really bigger thing, I guess. Even though stocks, usually you're buying for a longer time too, the majority of people, that's like for a certain set of people. Crypto took this basically, I think, mainstream, or at least more so mainstream. Now, more to be said about XRP is CoinsKid, who just said, I'm loving all the negative sentiment on XRP. This is exactly what the market does to you so that you sell your bags. Frustrating, isn't it? Remember, time in the market is better than timing the market. XRP has met all impulsive targets. I have no doubts that $4.50 is coming. In my own opinion, I think $10, $12 is easily coming. It's just a matter of time if you ask me. But yes, it's pretty interesting how people let themselves get so manipulated by a couple of I don't want to say news articles, but I want to call it a couple of faces on the interwebs. Some people got the idea that XRP is just so bad. And I think if you are not saying that purely because it's an underperformer in comparison to some other cryptos, then I don't know exactly what you're saying it for. If you're saying XRP is underperformed, so I don't want to do anything with it, fine, I understand. I can see some logic in that. But if you're telling me XRP is just bad as a crypto for this or that reason, it's most likely because somebody whispered that in your ear and you're now just replicating it. Same thing for calling XRP centralized. Somebody most likely told you and you just don't know how to rebut or, how to go against it. So you just blindly accept it, I guess. My thoughts. Here's how the Winklevoss twins got tangled up in an NFT scandal. This is a really, really big situation right now, but I unfortunately don't really care about these guys. I don't care about their exchange. I don't care about any single thing in the entire matter of them. However, there's a really big dispute right now about a freaking NFT, and people are saying that this could cost them their entire business or whatnot. I don't think so. Even though these guys are being greedy, you don't even know what has happened. You will know that these guys can fix whatever the problem is because they're so freaking rich. Nothing really matters almost anymore. So if you're thinking this is going to ruin them, like the article initially said when I pressed it open, right now the article changed. They changed their title. Maybe they do that on purpose for some nice, Google ranking, where the article was first. This is how the Winklevoss twins might have destroyed their career or something like that. Now it changed up a little bit. Interesting. Very, very interesting. No, I thought maybe it's a different article, but no, it's really this one. So the article name changed. Maybe for SEO purposes. Could be. Could be very interesting. Here another one, I guess. Company aiming to end extinction gets 50 million. No, that's a different thing. Never mind. I thought maybe that's the original title or something like that, but no. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. These guys are rich enough. They'll fix any problem. Don't worry about it. So whatever NFT problem they have, it will most likely be fixed very soon, so who cares? Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. Hyperinflation would change everything, and it's already happening. Kind of coincides with our earlier little tweet here of, thinking long term. Yeah, problems are happening, and people are now more so noticing the problems from a close perspective. Not closed, but close. Like, we are seeing the hyperinflation. We are seeing the bigger quantitative easing a lot closer than before. And so people, and of course, it's a lot heavier than before. And so through the helps of the internet, people are now able to make better choices in that regard. Then, I shouldn't forget this one. Ripple shared this on Twitter. We're excited to share that since establishing our partnership in March, Triangelo has launched its ODL service in the Philippines with plans to introduce more corridors in the coming months. Very big deal, very nice. New partnership for Ripple, amazing stuff. Can't really say anything negative about this. Additionally, Triangelo will be using our fiat connection on RippleNet to process multiple currencies in the Asia-Pacific region, including the Philippine peso, and the Thai baht. Very nice stuff. And then I guess the last but not least, Bitcoin now at 61,000. 3 better crypto to buy now. My opinion is, guys, the highest chance of making money right now in the short term is definitely Bitcoin in terms of certainty. For gains, almost any other crypto will do better. But the cycle usually works that at one of these points, like for example, the thrill phase, Bitcoin starts to basically fall off a little bit and gain a little bit less than altcoins. And then at one crazy point, Bitcoin is at its peak and altcoins are not at the peak just quite yet, but they're starting to peak. And then once Bitcoin starts to fall back down hard, it's not, this first initial phase of a couple of weeks or mostly a couple of weeks is when altcoins go the craziest. And once upon a day, Bitcoin will fall hard and altcoins are going to fall even harder. And the cycle just repeats itself and it continues on and on and on. I think that Bitcoin is the safest though because it usually leads the market. And that's exactly what it's doing right now as well. Then again, a lot of cool coins are out there to still be bought, and I've covered them 1,000 times on my channel before, guys. There's so many different cryptos which are juicy. XRP has a very nice potential, but it takes a little bit of time. Solana is at a good position right now. Cardano is undervalued, if you ask me. Chainlink with the 2.0 is just amazing. There's just so many good products out there. The question is just how to diversify your portfolio properly, and that's, of course, the struggle that any guy investing in crypto has to deal with. There's no easy answers to that one. Then again, I think the next coin to hit all-time high that's really big is going to be Ethereum, so I'm watching out for that one, and I put a lot of money into it. We shall see. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today.